is this too quick of a step up? I mean, lest we forget what Jessica Andrade did to Caitlin Chikagian when they fought. Lest we forget what she did to Cynthia Calvillo when they fought. I mean, listen, she lost to Rose Namajunas. She got beat up by Zhang Wei Li, but I'm saying Jessica Andrade is the real deal former champion. Now, Amanda Lemos is no slouch, brother. I mean, she got the split decision nod against Angela Hill, but there's the two difference in styles, the clashes of styles. Amanda Lemos, tall, stout, stand firm, plant her feet, and knock you the hell out. Jessica Andrade, Mike Tyson, in your face. Here's the big difference, AJ. At flyweight, I didn't see Jessica Andrade with all of that head movement. That Mike Tyson style kind of gone, and she was more of follow you, stalk you, and knock you out. Now, at strawweight, when she fought Rose Namajunas last, she had that impeccable head movement. Does that return against Amanda Lemos in her strawweight debut?
Oh yeah, I don't think she's changing anything, man. She's seen such success with that kind of peekaboo style head movement, staying guard high. I think it keeps going, especially because she has those power uppercuts, man. Those power uppercuts and those hooks that she can throw. There's something else, man. Those are something that female fighters haven't really felt yet, and I think it sticks with her on this one.
Now, what's interesting to me is that Jessica Andrade opened up as a minus 175 favorite with a plus 150 comeback for Amanda Lemos. Now, when you're a former strawweight champion, when you have as many knockouts as Jessica Andrade does, she has 9 knockouts in her 22 wins, 7 submissions, right? I would imagine she'd be a bigger favorite. So it's a little surprising to me to see that Amanda Lemos is garnering this much respect from the odds makers. However, this is how I see the fight playing out, AJ. I have basically this one vision who has been keep flashing in my mind when I envision how this fight is playing out. Jessica Andrade is stalking forward. She's pressuring Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemos doesn't fight that great when she's off the back foot. However, Jessica Andrade against Cynthia Calvillo in her last fight, when she's throwing the big power shots, she's dropping her hands. She's just firing from the hips, shotgun blast from the hips, saying, I'll eat your punches. She ate a bunch of nasty jabs from Calvillo, ate it, returned it, and her power was too much, and she relied on her chin. If she relies on her chin against Amanda Lemos, I think that is the one spot where I can truly see Amanda Lemos notching a clear upset, a knockout upset, like a devastating upset, because when she sits down, and she is a counter striker, when she sits down on her shots and she swings fully through, man, I mean, there's not too many people who could take the power of Lemos on this one. So do you think Jessica Andrade comes out conservative, or do you think that she's not going to respect the power of Amanda Lemos and just try to walk through her?
Yeah, I can see what you're saying. I don't think she's going to respect the power of Lemos until she starts to feel it, man. Because you're right, Amanda Lemos, she's tall. She has that Muay Thai style to sit there and be hit and then come back and clack you down. But that's the thing, man. Amanda Lemos, she can get tagged. She can get tagged up. And in that fury, in that chaos that Jessica Andrade possesses, I think it's a yin and yang. It's a gift and a curse for both fighters on this one. Both fighters can be hit. Both fighters can hit hard, and that's what makes this one super exciting.
So let me ask you this, AJ. The best win that Amanda Lemos has in her short MMA career, her short UFC career, I should say. She only has 6 fights in the UFC. Her best win is Angela Hill, right? And let's just go for her last 5. Her best win is Angela Hill. And Jessica Andrade, her worst win, Caitlin Chikagian, right? She's only won 2 of her last 5, right? But Caitlin Chikagian, right? Let's look at who she's fought, though. Cynthia Calvillo, Valentina Shevchenko for the title, Caitlin Chikagian, Rose Namajunas for the title, and Zhang Wei Li. I don't think that was for the title. No, that was for the title. She lost her title. Yes, okay, that makes more sense. So she lost the title to Wei Li. She fought Namajunas in a rematch. No title was on the line there. Okay, there we go. Either way, come on, brother. The skill gap, the level of competition is completely different here. So aside from the scenario that I just popped up, what other methods to victory do you see Amanda Lemos being able to attain? Who's the first to shoot in this fight?
I don't know, man. That's a good question because first to shoot's hard. I think Lemos has a little bit more ego to her that's not going to allow her to want to shoot right away. So I'm leaning towards Andrade when I think of it first. But I mean, Andrade hurts with one of this big power, then you kind of got nothing else to do. So I'm thinking Andrade shoots first to kind of keep the mix-up going, especially being on the front foot fighter. Who do you think?
I think Lemos shoots first. And the reason why is because if you're Andrade, yes, you got the submission specialty. I got her card up behind me, you know what I mean? Submission specialist, right? She wants to knock you out, brother. You know that's going to be the game plan. She's going to fight the bully of the strawweight division. She's going to bully her, I think, in my opinion. But then again, I keep telling you the story. Saw Jessica Andrade over at that Fuji tournament just ragdolling people with her jiu-jitsu, brother. So she might be able to mix it up a little bit. Either way, I think that she's going to be looking to take away the primary strength of Amanda Lemos, which is the striking, the Muay Thai striking style of Amanda Lemos. So, with that being said, AJ, now we come into over and unders and we come into props. So, the over and under for this fight is 2.5 rounds. This is a 5-round fight. The over and under is 2.5. So, the odds makers think somebody's getting knocked out. Now, when we're talking props, this is what I wanted to bring up to you. Amanda Lemos via KO plus 400. I mean, let's think about it. Andrade, she's been knocked out 4 times. It's not like she can't be knocked out. She can't, you know what I mean? Everyone has a button on it. But Andrade knockout plus 225. Now, the one that I thought was really interesting is that Andrade on points plus 250. So I think that the odds makers think that Andrade via decision might be a likely outcome in this matchup. What do you like more, Andrade via KO or Andrade via points?
I was going already Andrade via points. Okay. I think that's kind of the more likely outcome. Just because both of these fighters swinging for each other's heads, usually when you go for that knockout, you're not finding it. You know, you're a little too focused on it. You're not really in the flow state. So I think Andrade by points sounds a little bit better to the ear. But at the same point, man, knockouts can happen. I'm just leaning towards decision. Excuse me. What about you?
I'm actually leaning towards Andrade via knockout. I'm going via knockout on either one of these fighters. I think Amanda Lemos, she gassed out in 3 rounds against Angela Hill in their last fight. This is 5 rounds, brother. I mean, come on. This is a different story here. Andrade, does she ever really gas out? Like really, truly gas out? You don't really see it too often. And we look at her last wins, right? First round knockout against Calvillo, first round knockout against Chukagian, second round knockout against Namajunas, first round knockout against Kovacevic, decision against Tisha Torres, decisions against Claudia Gadelha, decision Angela Hill, submission first round Joanne Wood, knockout Jessica Penne second round. I mean, I can go on forever, brother. I mean, she's getting people out of there early. Besides a couple of decisions, she's knocking you out. Why would this change against Amanda Lemos when she's done this against higher echelon opposition? Look at the names that I just read off, brother. You feel me? Is Amanda Lemos, yes, she's the new hot commodity, 6 fights into the UFC, doing really, really well against decent opposition, but I just named off a hit list to you, did I not?
Oh, yeah. But to me, what it does is the style that Lemos has of that Muay Thai, I'm going to stand heavy on my back foot, light front foot, and we're just going to stand here and bang it out. Yeah. I feel like she's used to the power, used to the pressure, and more accustomed because the fighting style she has to fight against pressure fighters like that. Stand there, take the heat. I think she'll be a little bit more accustomed to it, and then we'll see the fight get drawn out a little longer. That's why I'm going with decision right there. But like I said, man, I can see knockouts happening from either of these fighters. Okay,
well, this is where we're going to leave it at. AJ, who do you got? You got decision. You got Andrade by decision?
I got Andrade by decision, brother.
All right, bro. Hey, I'm going Andrade knockout. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Let's get it. No disrespect to Amanda Lemos. I really do. I think she's very talented. But like I said, I just think that there's levels, like you said earlier, and I think Jessica Andrade is being discounted here. So if you can get Andrade at that discounted rate of minus 175 for the money line, or if we're talking about points, plus 250 knockout, plus 225, I would jump all over that personally. I just think that there's not too many times you get a smash spot like this, for the low price that Jessica Andrade is at. So with that being said, folks, that is our main event pick right there. Jessica Andrade probably going to use the pressure, trying to put Lemos on the back foot. Lemos, she got the counter striking. Andrade probably got the grappling chops over her a little bit, man. I mean, this is going to be a fun fight. We'll leave it at that.